Hi everyone, my name is Maria Carmo. Today I got Andrew here that's going to present to ourselves a proposal for Catalyst Fund 7. The challenging is nation building DApps. How are you doing, Andrew?
Hi, Maria. I'm doing well. Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I know you from Merci. Merci talked to me about your proposal and what you are trying to solve. That's to lower the barriers of entry for bringing people to Cardano blockchain.
That is correct. Our proposal is being submitted in conjunction with Wada, the organization that Mercy represents, and Joget, the technology platform that we are actually working with. And the whole relationship came about with a meeting with myself and the CEO of Joget in Washington, D.C. in August of 2021. And we were discussing the platform and how it could be used to rapidly build blockchain applications. And they proceeded to demonstrate to us the power of the technology by building a beta Cardano plugin that, when connected, it allowed us to build visual applications, visual web applications, and read and write to the Cardano blockchain. From there, we were able to rapidly prototype a traceability application. And it was the traceability application that we were able to demonstrate to Mercy and a number of people at the Wada team. And after that, it sort of started to take off organically, where we were introduced to individuals at the Cardano Foundation and at IOG and made presentations to them. And they collectively decided that it would be a really good idea if we submitted a Catalyst proposal, not only to acquire funding to further the development of our beta plugin, but also as a way of introducing ourselves to the Cardano community and building a bit of a groundswell of support for the visual low-code, no-code builder with Cardano.
I see. For me, it's very interesting, your proposal, because I am here for a while and it's very hard to find Haskell developers and then find Pluto's developer and all this stuff. And then when you kind of present some kind of solution that lower the barrier, I think it's really, really interesting. Do you have a presentation to share with us from your proposal?
Yeah, those are very, very good points. And I do have a presentation to share. I'd love to share my screen right now. This presentation is the exact same presentation that can be downloaded in PDF format from our Accelerating Enterprise Adoption Proposal, which is uploaded in Catalyst Fund 7 Nation Building DApps. So yeah, as mentioned, our proposal is entitled Cardano, Accelerating Enterprise Adoption, Leveraging the Low-Code Wave, and the firm is called Joget, and the proposal is being submitted in conjunction with Wada and my own consultancy, Securities and Commerce Institute. So what is a Joget low-code platform? So the platform comprises of a user interface builder that you can use to create user interface screens and data capture forms using drag and drop features. Then it is also comprised of a visual process builder, which can be used to create process automation workflows using drag and drop features. Then a data list builder, which can be used to create list views and actionable and data search screens. A reports builder to create reports and charts with the data that is captured in the application for reporting. And an API builder to create and expose APIs for data and process for easy integration with other systems. This is critically important whenever we're discussing enterprise systems, because it's highly unlikely that we'll be building systems in isolation. These systems, whether they are blockchain-based or I'll call them legacy or Web 2.0 standard enterprise web applications, they normally need to interact with existing systems. So our API builder enables that. Now, one of the key points or value propositions of the Joget technological platform is that anyone can build these business applications with Joget. There have even been instances of high school students winning awards for building applications using the low-code technology platform. So our objective is to make it so that application developers can focus on solving business problems, and the Haskell and Plutus and Atala Prism developers can focus their energies on the complex problems associated with optimizing the Cardano blockchain environment. So what are some key highlights about the Joget technology platform and the company? Well, in addition to our Cardano plugin, we are an IBM Red Hat Marketplace launch partner. We're available, can be found on all the major clouds, AWS, Azure, Google Cloud. Currently, we have increased from 157 countries, over 400 customers. Many of those customers are of a Fortune 500 caliber. We have actual implementations with customers like the Ministry of Finance in France, the Department of Defense in the US, Boeing, truly nation building. It's truly a nation building DApp ready platform. Forrester has reviewed us in NowTech as a general purpose low code platform as of March 2021, and prescriptive low code, the new quest to marry the best package of custom apps. We have over 2,500 plus installs a month, and that's the community free open source edition and also the enterprise commercial edition. 375 trials a month. We have partners in 27 countries, over 45 partners. Red Hat, the organizers of Linux, have created a certified Joget container and certified Joget operator certification. And Gartner has conducted the low code evaluation guide of 2019. The other thing that is key is we have also an existing integration with Hyperledger as part of the blockchain showcase. So what is the point of highlighting all of this? Well, it's important to highlight all of this because no government or enterprise entity is going to work with an unproven quantity in deploying a nation building enterprise application. So we have the bona fides to be able to bring Cardano into these large governmental organizations. Please don't hesitate to stop me if you have any questions along the way. So our Cardano plugin, which is in beta, but is currently open source and is available for all to download, try, and test. How does it work? Well, primarily, you would create your data input and data search screens, and then you'd create your user interface with permission and role-based access. In the second step, you'd use the process flow tool to create backend processes and flows to interface with the Cardano blockchain. Then you'd create reports and notifications that read from the Cardano blockchain. In order to integrate all of these to work with the Cardano blockchain as part of step 3, you would configure the Cardano plugin that we have created in a beta format with the workflows. So that configuration would connect to elements in the process flows that we determine in the second step. And from there, you start using the application. So according to Gartner, which is the huge industry and technology analyst group, by 2024, 80% of technology products and services will be built by those who are not technology professionals. In our parlance, we call them citizen developers. So that means businesses are going to be using more of their business people who have not necessarily full coding skills, but are aware of certain technical skills to build out their applications. And we think that the integration of our Cardano plugin with Joget is a way to bring Cardano to these enterprise nation building application populations. So some key steps. So the first thing that we generally need to do is configure or generate an account. So as with most of these applications in development mode, we connect to the testnet. So you would select the network you would want to connect to, whether that be the testnet or the main net. And then we would map the fields with the fields to the form elements. So what we need to do is whatever form we create, we map it to the fields in the form elements so that the plugin knows what to send to the blockchain and what to retrieve from the blockchain. After we have established a connection between the fields and the form elements, we would need to configure the Cardano account from which to load the data, and then we map the values to be retrieved from the fields, from the form fields. So we're essentially doing all the elements and functionalities that you would do in either the command line interface or through code, but we provide a visual interface so that you can enter things like your account number, your mnemonic phrase, the amount of ADA you would like to transfer with each transaction, the gas fees, that sort of thing. Now, with each step of the application, we have other information to enter. And the next step is generally to configure the send transaction. So we configure the send transaction and map the screen fields to be sent for the transaction in the plugin. And in this case, we are capturing information like the sender address, the sender account mnemonic phrase, the receiver address, the account to send the ADA, and then we have an option in the screen to enable transaction metadata. So it's actually really cool because in the video demo that is attached to our proposal and in the live demo that we do for people, you're actually able to see the metadata that we attach to the transaction live on the testnet in a matter of seconds.
I will drop the
So,
link in the description for people to see that video you're explaining. Thank you.
yeah, absolutely. Thank you. And the next thing is we need to configure the plugin for the send transaction and capture the response and configure the fields to be captured on the screen. So in this, we have two fields, this transaction validated and the transaction explorer URL. And that's so that we know how to display the material that confirms that the transaction went through. So our Cardano plugin, the blockchain pack, if you will, it's open source and it's currently available on GitHub for the community to see. And I think that is a significant contribution for what we've done. It's available. It can be tested out for free. It's open source. We are looking forward to actually having assistance from other parties, other recommendations. And I think the key is with a successful Catalyst application, it enables us to interact with more proof of concept implementations of the project. We had actually just today, I had a really great interaction with Roberto Monaro of Gimbal Labs and his dandelion.link Cardano API, free Cardano API page. And we have discussed that we will actually be working together so that our plugin can use his API to expedite development even further. So that's the extent of our actual presentation. And I'd love to have a further discussion on the implications of what this actually will mean for the Cardano community, if that's okay. And we are absolutely going to be working with him. And really and truly, what this means is we can now go into governments and we can propose e-government solutions that will integrate Cardano. But we don't have to prove that the technology can support an e-government solution because we know that Joget is already there. And the beauty of it is with Joget, we're not exclusively blockchain focused. So we're able to come in and say, we'll build an application that will implement the blockchain, as opposed to going in and say, you must be building on blockchain because blockchain is what we do. Right now, we have two camps. We have the civilian world that when they hear blockchain, they think cryptocurrency. And then we have blockchain developers that believe every technological solution can be solved exclusively with blockchain. But the reality is it moves along a spectrum where there are some elements that require the power and immutability of blockchain to provide a certain element of trustless performance. And that's one of the beauties of Cardano. It is so flexible and it has been designed for scalability and for these large systems. But because of the beauty of its design, it is somewhat complex to develop with. I think most people who try to make a decentralized application with Cardano, it requires a certain skill set. And we have to be mindful that most businesses, they just want to solve business problems. They also don't want to be in a situation of they build a solution on an arcane technological platform, and in 1 or 2 years when they need to upgrade it, they have to go back and find specific developers with those specific skills. Hence the plugin architecture. You build your solution and it uses the plugin, which we look after on an ongoing basis to ensure that it is updated and it continuously uses the best features of Cardano. But you focus as a business person or business developer on just making sure your interface works and your business solves business problems. If we do it in this way, it's very easy for us to go to a KPMG, a Deloitte and Touche, and say, look, you can use Joget and Cardano to build out massive nation building ministerial level enterprise applications. But to the end user, the complexity of Cardano is transparent. But what they do get is the performance, robustness, and power of the Cardano blockchain. That's our goal.
How much are you asking for? And is it the value you're asking for is cover the entire project, or you asking for sometimes the project is very robust and big and people comes for little bits of chunks of the money? Are you asking for the entire money that you need to build out your application?
Okay. The reality is we are subsidizing the building out of the Cardano plugin. We are asking for a total of 75,000 US dollars, of which the technical component associated with building out the Cardano plugin, creating linkages with the smart contract implementation, trying to create a visual component to that, and also really optimizing reporting modules, Internet of Things interfaces, ADA Pay integration, biometric support. All of that is covered under the 45,000. Under the 30,000, we refer to it as a services budget, where our objective is to fund training incubators in Accra and Kumasi, Ghana, and to develop developer resources and train citizen developers. So our objective is to go into West Africa, Ghana, West Africa, and start to train people almost immediately on how to use the platform so that they can build out their solutions. So whilst we're not covering the full cost of development of the plugin and technology through Catalyst, the real objective is frankly to get the community behind us. We're willing to subsidize that cost of the development in the hopes that with broader adoption, we're able to build out a better tool. We can attract the interest of perhaps IOG's professional services group, and we can also attract government and large enterprise interest in West Africa with the support of Wada.
Thank you very much for your explanation and for take the time to come here and show your proposal.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you all the best in the voting part of the process, as I wish for everyone else there. There's a proposal. It's not easy to build a proposal that will get voted by the community, but I hope you get the community behind you and you can build the tool you're meant to build. And I hope to see you soon. And who knows? Maybe you come here and doing a tutorial about your platform. I would love to have it on my playlist.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is, it's this is global, so it can be customized for any market, any language. To be frank, the community has been very, very supportive. We have already had opportunities to partner with the building of several DApps, and we have basically opened our doors and said, look, this is what we're here for, to support you in building your DApps rapidly or building a proof of concept. And we're very, very excited. We're excited to make development on Cardano easy and to make it likely that large enterprises will be able to implement solutions using the Cardano blockchain.
I know what you mean about the community. Like, no one can copy Cardano community. They are very supportive of everything. I met amazing people in the entire community, and I'm happy to meet you as well. So all the best, and I hope to see you soon.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
See you. Bye-bye.